I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the New York Knicks. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breaking in, shaping up. Then it's a revolution, I suppose. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa.
What a view as we get set to enjoy an evening of basketball in beautiful New York City. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for Miami, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4. And looking at the Knicks, Felton is out there with Iman Shumpert. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. Then it's Anthony, and it's Bargnani in at the power forward position.
You know, for a long time, the Knicks were viewed as a young team on the rise, but when they added Rasheed Wallace last year, the average age went to 32, which was the oldest team in the league last season. And you saw it in their play. They were a group of veterans out there.
And for the Knicks, the veteran leadership helped them at times as they had to go through some very tough stretches, Steve, due to injury.
Yeah, they did go through some stretches, but they really did well to secure the division title and get that high seed going into the playoffs. They had a pretty decent run all in all, but this is a team that has higher aspirations than just getting to the conference semis.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
No question, Clark. I think they'd like to establish a presence down low early in the game to get their offense going.
Now here's Bosh. Tyson Chandler grabs the board.
You know, coming into last season, Chandler was the reigning DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year, even though he was only second-team All-League in defense. However, that happened. And last year, he was just as strong, really solid.
Shumpert dishes to Bargnani. He kicks it to Felton. Doubled by Bosh. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
They have no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Anthony with this screen on Wade. Shumpert with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And Shumpert kicks to Anthony. Here's Shumpert. And it's Miami with the rebound. And Chandler, the length and strength to defend inside. Steve, the mobility to cover out in space away from the lane.
For a guy 7'1" to move like he does, very impressive. And, of course, defensive mobility against the pick and roll perimeter game of today's NBA offense is so crucial.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike Woodson had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. Chandler with the defensive effort.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Felton against Bosh. Felton kicks to Bargnani. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Chalmers. Puts the lead pass in front of him. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And now the Knicks on the break. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his 3rd rebound on the night. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. Outside, Felton. lays out. Stolen by Bosch. To the middle. Wade. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end. You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwayne Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
Felton can't get it to go. Miami leading by 4. Passes to LeBron. Feeds it to Chalmers. And there's the pass to Wade. Chalmers. He's covered by Felton. LeBron dishes to Haslam. 6 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. And here's Chalmers for 3. And again, Miami with the triple. And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game for his career.
Well, you think about it. He's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Chris Anderson is checked in for Miami. Battier comes in for Udonis Haslem. First quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Smith, and the rejection by Chalmers. Battier kicks to Chalmers. And there's another one for the Heat.
Kevin, he does a great job of moving without the ball, and he gets a lot of good looks because of that movement. And as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal from the outside.
And that is the key, Steve, but his release in those catch-and-shoot moments is also terrific. You know, one of the things about the Heat since the Big Three has come together is that they've been able to find the right kinds of veteran players to step in and fill specific roles for this team as they've won a couple of championships now.
Ray Allen is checked in for Miami. Norris Cole comes in for Mario Chalmers. Cole's shot is good.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Stolen by Anderson. Now the feed to Cole. Finished off the break. Cole's got 5 now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Heat?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Here's Udrih after the made shot from Cole. And that one's good. Little Piece has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's easy to have players want to join the Heat when they're competing for an NBA title every season. But, Steve, even then, they find the ones that most fit their offensive and defensive philosophy. And that's when they're going to come up big for them.
Yeah, for sure. This team has done such a good job putting together this roster around LeBron and Wade. You think about Birdman in the playoffs last year, Battier coming in here as a stretch 4. They've just found the right players and the right mix, and that's one of the big reasons why this team is back-to-back NBA champs.
And here are the Heat now, after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Here's Udrih. Defended by Cole, and Udrih kicks to Anthony. Just his first attempt. Cannot hit.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Miami, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And that one falls for Cole. And both free throws good for Cole. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Udrich. Tipped away. Back to Stoudemire. And it's blocked by Anderson. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Miami ahead, up by 10. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
The Heat leading by 10. LeBron kicks to Anderson. On the wing, Battier. It's stolen by Stoudemire. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, almost an unbelievable stat, but back in 2007, LeBron finished the season shooting almost 48% from the field. Since then, he's improved his field goal percentage every single season for 6 straight years. Last season, shooting over 56%. A lot of that has been his dedication to playing closer to the basket. LeBron famously said a posting up quote, "There's nothing fun about it." But since he's made that commitment, Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "He has completely transformed himself as a basketball player, and in the process, he has completely transformed us." 2 titles back it up, Kevin.
That's why he's a champion, Doris. Thanks.
Yeah, such an amazing talent. He impacts the game in every way. He's still a strong defender, but there was a time where you could put Metta World Peace on a player and just basically remove that player from the game. Still strong on the block and with good instincts, but his lateral movement starting to slip.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Kicks to Allen. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Cole. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Cole's got 10 points.
And that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
As you said with Metta World Peace, still a solid defender, Clark, but he is no longer in the conversation as the best perimeter defender in the NBA.
Well, that's what happens when you add up years and lose a step. But boy, was he fantastic in his prime defensively. But he's still able to get it done in short bursts. And although he can't take your Kevin Durant's or Kobe Bryant's out of their games now, he can still shut down a score for a quarter or so.
It's Battier on the wing. Back to Allen. Dishes it to Cole. Rebound by Anthony. Knicks trailed by 9. Smith outside. Pass to Stoudemire. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Stoudemire's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
Yeah, and I also love the way he can torture a defense by using the good old-fashioned pick and roll. When they execute it well and he's on the receiving end of the pass, mark it up. It's 2 points.
Good on the triple. Cole's got 13.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
New York calls timeout.
The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
The Heat making a switch here. Knicks trail by 10, and back to the Heat in their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side, and that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did, and I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road, and that's not easy to do.
Shane Battier is checked in for LeBron. quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Cole. He feeds it to Haslam. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, for a long time for the New York fans, going to see a Knicks game was an exercise in masochism, but they've turned it around in a big way, and now this is a tough place to play for a road team.
Metta World Peace, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Clark, that's what winning's going to do for you. The Knicks had the second best home record in the East last season as they won 31 games here.
Well, you know, Kevin, there's so much mystique here in this building. Everybody loves to play in New York. It's the mecca for basketball in this country. And when NBA players come into New York, they can't wait to play against this Knicks team. And the Knicks, they want to defend their home floor.
Battier's shot, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
One-on-one fast break. He dishes it to Haslam. He passes to Cole. And the Heat, another 3.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide-open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. And we know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Smith, no good. The Heat leading by 12. Cole, he's guarded by Udrih. And it's Cole missing.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Smith off a pick from Udrih. There's the dish to Bargnani. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And you look at Andrea Bargnani. He's always been able to shoot three-pointers. The biggest thing with him is developing his low post game, accepting contact and being physical, taking advantage of that size inside.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Metta World Peace. And it's Felton in for Udrih. Here's Cole. He's got 16. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Clock at 6. Haslam, the pass to Battier. Haslam, this is to Cole. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And for Bargnani, developing a back-to-the-basket score mentality. Taken right from the Dirk Nowitzki playbook. Pretty important weapon.
Yeah, and Dirk has said it himself, Kevin. When you're just an outside shooter, teams can really take that away from you. Being able to maximize your size inside, that's the key for Bargnani's development and maturation as a player going forward.
Here's Battier. Miami no good on that time either.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
You know, a lot of players love playing with Felton because of the way he can throw the alley-oop. He makes it look easy, but believe me, it's not easy. Throwing a precise alley-oop is kind of an art form in this league. You got to put it right on the money and anticipate when that leaper is going to get to the spot.
Right. Art form is a good way to describe it. Felton makes it look so easy, but, you know, it really is a play that requires a very good understanding between teammates as well. And sometimes I think we just forget that communication that is so necessary. Here's Cole. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
J.R. Smith's checked in for the Knicks. The Heat have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The Big Three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Anthony against Haslam. Allen. Battier outside. He kicks to Haslam. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Felton. And so that's the end of the first half. Heat lead by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Time now for the Tuesday Roundup, coming to you on 2K Sports. Miami up on top against the Knicks in New York. And nice teamwork offensively, moving the ball around. What a great way to play. Norris Cole with some valuable contributions. He's been a man on a mission, and his team is just letting him take over. Look at what he dropped in the first half. On the Knicks side of things, they're managing to hang around. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. Carmelo Anthony has not had a good showing. An embarrassing stat for him as he comes to the break. No shots made from the floor. And that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Really an incredible game from Cole.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing them.
Miami leading by 9. LeBron kicks to Bosh. Passes it to Wade. Feeds to Haslam. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line. Not exactly the best of percentages.
That free throw missing. No good on the second free throw. Knicks trail by 9. Bargnani sets the screen for Shumpert. Felton can't get it to go.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Back to Wade. LeBron James on the wing. Chalmers. He's covered by Felton. And here's the fast break. Shumpert with the lead pass. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by LeBron. Chalmers has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Heat. Felton the pass to Carmelo. Felton with a screen on LeBron. The shot by Anthony, no good.
You know, playing in London during the 2012 summer seemed to do wonders for Melo. It often does wonders for guys that play with that national team. He came back with all kinds of confidence and seemed to be at another level.
Now Felton, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. And he connects in the jumper. The screen did the trick. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
And for Carmelo, boy, he really excels in international play, doesn't he? Always has.
Yeah, the three-point line is just a bit shorter, which kind of brings it right into his comfort zone. So he can play that zone buster role for Team USA. And I'll tell you what, he can do so many other things, too, because of his size and quickness.
And you hear his coaches talk about his defense is better than they expected, too.
Ironic.
Isn't it? Very.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
New York calls timeout.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
Now here's Shumpert. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Anthony against Wade. Gets it to go. And the Heat lead. By 14. And for Bosh playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls. And the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller, and Bosh can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Felton kicks to Shumpert. And the pass to Carmelo. The jump hook gets the bucket.
He's a natural scorer. It's that simple. Supreme confidence offensively. Can beat you from the three-point line. He can get you going to the hole. Offensive putbacks. Beautiful mid-range game as well.
And he's not a standstill shooter only. I mean, he's a terrific ball handler. He's able to create space, has deceptive strength. And you talk about degree of difficulty shots, he can make those in spades. I mean, he can stop on the dime and knock it down, and he's got the full arsenal offensively.
For 3, Felton. Miami grabs the miss.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Allen kicks to Chalmers. LeBron. Wade. Covered by Anthony. Chandler with the steal. And it's Smith penetrating. And it's Miami with the rebound. Allen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, for so long, the Knicks have been the punchline of the Eastern Conference the last decade. Poorly managed contracts and questionable trades really kept them from rising to the top in the East. But once again now, they look like a powerhouse.
A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Gets it to go. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony. And Clark, you were right. The Knicks were a powerhouse last season. Steve, 37 wins against the rest of the conference. And they just would dominate other teams at times.
Well, they're a team that doesn't really want to run a lot or force tempo. They just kind of want to get you in the half court. They don't turn the ball over, and they bury you from long range. So, they found their identity last year, and it really dominated in that Eastern Conference.
Timeout called the Heat.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
And Miami making a change here. Miami leading by 16. As you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their second title in a row. He's so reliable, and his offense seems to be consistently there for this team. He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Outside jumper. Felton against Allen. Stoudemire dishes to Smith. Clock at 4. New York needs to get off a shot. 17-foot shot on the way. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Miami's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. LeBron passes to Anderson. Inside to Bosh. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
For Miami, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. And the first one at the line is good. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Miami. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Knicks trail by 15. Stoudemire kicks to Felton. Felton off the pick from Stoudemire. Anthony backing him down. Felton. Wade is covering. Nice shot by Felton. Felton has got 5 now.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat out front. They lead by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Miami?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Smith for 3. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. And 12 points for J.R. Smith. Outside Bosh. The feed now to Chalmers. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bosh against Felton. Stolen by Wade. Chandler with the steal. Kicks to Stoudemire. LeBron with the block. But they get it back. Chandler dishes to Felton. Puts up the baby hook. Chandler's shot. Good.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now here is Haslam. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Dishes at the Bosh. Chandler with the steal. Outside Felton. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And Miami shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Haslam, that's good.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
Now here's Stoudemire. Smith outside. Pass to Felton. 6 to shoot. Here's Stoudemire. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Bargnani has checked in for the Knicks. Iman Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to LeBron. He feeds it to Bosh. Chandler on him. Bosh inside. He's guarded by Chandler. Shot's good by Bosh.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
And here's Bargnani outside. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got his 4th assist in this one. He dishes it to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Inside to Bosh. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Shumpert. The putback. And it's Anthony with the jam. And now just a 5-point Miami lead.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for him.
Tries it from 19. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bosch passes to Wade. The dish to Chalmers. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Heat lead by 8.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Here's Chalmers, following the score by New York. Wade gets to Chalmers, passes it to Haslam. Bargnani's there. Haslam against Bargnani. And it's back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover.
And mistakes have led to 8 points for their opponent here in this quarter.
And those 8 points biting into their lead, Steve. I mean, they've got to clean it up offensively, no doubt.
So it's the Knicks now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Shumpert dishes to Bargnani. Back to Shumpert. Knocked away. It's stolen by Wade.
You know, since halftime, he's been hesitant with the ball in his hands. First half, he was flawless with his decision-making, but not so here in the second.
Now here is Haslam, and he makes good on the layup.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high-percentage shot.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 6. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Chalmers against Felton. He passes to Carmelo. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Anthony. And he slams it one-handed.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Haslam defended by Bargnani. Here's Chalmers. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Chalmers has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Felton the pass to Bargnani. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's LeBron. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. LeBron is screen on Bargnani. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Can you hear the crowd kind of murmuring? I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting them have it.
Felton kicks to Anthony. No luck. And they go to the intentional foul. For Miami, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And they've got to score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste at all.
And it's blocked by Bosh. And that's an intentional foul. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Felton kicks to Anthony. Here's LeBron, taken away by Felton. They get it again. The second chance effort. Good. And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Norris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.